So Michigan's just basically naming the score at this point. Is that the deal? Welcome to the Voice of College Football, breaking down the game we all love each and every day with you. Here we go. Maize and Blue 49, Sparty nothing. It wasn't that close. Michigan truly could have named the score in this one. From the opening possession, dominance, right down the field, zip, 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 touchdown, 7-0. Michigan State, 3-and-outs, and when they didn't get a 3-and-out, they had a 4th-and-2, and they went for it to try to stay in the ball game, and Michigan's front seven stuffed them cold. It was reminiscent in some ways of the Nebraska game, in which Michigan was precision sharp in the passing game for the first several drives of the game and shut down Nebraska over and over and over and over. But the one Nebraska drive, boom, they halted them inside the red zone. They did something similar to Sparty and Nathan Hauser. Wow, what can you say about this one? I'll point out that Michigan actually looks like a better passing team than a running team. They are dominant and buttoned up in all phases of the game. However, the run game was less than dominant, 34 carries for $120. Even if you take out the sacks and the negative plays or the J.J. McCarthy plays, although I don't even know if Sparty got a sack in this game. Blake Corum, 15 for 59. The other backs did not break free for anything substantial here. So despite Michigan having one of the great offensive lines in college football, we believe they have yet to face that stout of a front seven. Who's the best front seven Michigan's faced this season? Rutgers. Rutgers would be the one. I believe, or possibly after what we saw today, Minnesota. But the impressive portion of this, besides JJ, who is now just toying with people to a certain extent, throwing the ball past Connor Halliday, for example, on a laser shot to, I believe, Colston Loveland in the end zone, in which and Connor Halliday is a really good player, had a couple sacks in this game, just right by the helmet. He's making those kind of throws that we see on a regular basis on Sunday. Colston Loveland has been impressing me since mid last season. He continues to be one of the better tight ends in all of college football. But in addition to his production tonight, which was 4 catches, 79 yards, and 2 touchdowns, how about the former Indiana player, A.J. Barner, who has been playing second fiddle, but it's got to do Jim Harbaugh a lot of good to see the two tight ends leading his receiving corps tonight. A.J. Barner with a huge night, 8 catches, just 1 yard shy of 100, and a touchdown for him. Roman Wilson didn't factor in to this game much, but he made one big play and had a touchdown, and he looked the part on a beautiful connection with J.J. McCarthy in that one. The defense doing its thing, 9 tackles for loss, held Michigan State to 57 yards rushing, and Nathan Carter is one of the backs that you will see that runs about as hard as anyone. He could only muster 36 yards on 17 carries against Michigan's front. At one point, it was 241 yards to 36. Final count, again, doesn't matter, 477 to 190. It could have been much worse than that. Michigan playing dominant football. Purdue is the next victim, we believe. Although we see the upsets and the surprises across college football, we're looking at North Carolina, each and every week. But Purdue possibly. Yeah, again, I'm going to make the statement that Purdue is going to be the best offense that Michigan's going to face, except 2 weeks from today. We get another one of those titanic matchups in the Big Ten as the Maize and Blue head to Happy Valley. However, Penn State's going to have to be a much better team than what we saw today in Columbus to deal with this bunch. Michigan State falls to 0-4. It's about Harlan Barnett keeping the troops together and having them play hard. And say what you will about the competition for Michigan on this day and throughout the season, nobody else is coming close to beating Michigan State by this kind of score. They're hanging in every game against some decent teams. They have yet to place Ohio State or Penn State. They hung in against just about everybody else in the Big Ten that they've played and made them competitive games. They had an 18-point lead in the fourth quarter against Rutgers last week, and maybe that was their last gasp to try to do anything this season, get to bowl play. They fall to 2-5, and they've got to be near perfect against a difficult schedule to get to postseason play. Mel Tucker, thank you. All right, your thoughts on Michigan football. Join us each and every Tuesday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time with John D'Adamo for the Wolverines live show over on the Michigan channel. Support us over there and right here on the national channel at the Voice of College Football.